Hello, historians. Okay, so today I'm going to be modeling how to write some context sentences, and I'm actually going to be also modeling at the same time how to analyze and code a video source. So you'll see me kind of going back and forth between the video text and also my notes page where I'm kind of keeping track of the main who, what, and why. The question that the video is going to be talking about, and this video is from the Hindu American Foundation, so they're going to be talking about what the goal of Hinduism is. And so I'm just going to keep track of the main idea for this section in this box, and then at the end I'll end up answering, or excuse me, at the end I'll end up writing my context sentence. So step one is to code for main idea while reading the source. And here we go.
And I'm going to explain to you in a few minutes what Hinduism is all about. Let's start by asking, what is it the whole world wants? Everybody in the world wants happiness. Can we be happy all the time? We think not. Well, the sages in India many thousands of years ago said, yes, it is possible to be happy. It is possible to rise above the sorrows of the world if we realize that the whole universe is nothing but pure consciousness, eternal and blissful. If the whole universe is blissful, I'm part of the universe, I should be blissful. Why am I not? Why am I miserable? Because I forget my true nature, forget the inner divinity in me, and I need to remember that. How do I remember that?
Okay, so far for the main what, I noticed that he's focused a lot on the idea of happiness and how this is what everyone wants. And so it sounds like, based on what he said, that Hindus find that happiness in life by remembering that they are divine, that they have this inner divinity. So I'm going to say that they have inner divinity. And we know from our vocabulary that divine, it just is another way to say coming from God or being related to God in some way. And so Hindus believe that like every single person on the earth has some sort of like inner relation to God. Okay, so I'm going to press play once more and continue to code for this section for the main who, what, and why.
By developing a clear and calm mind. If the surface of a lake is calm, the water is clear, you see the bottom of the lake. If my mind is clear and calm, I'm able to connect with the divinity within me, which is blissful.
Okay, so it sounds like he's now told me the how, as to how people reach this happiness. How do they remember that they have this inner divinity? And he says that it's by having a we reach this by having a calm and a clear mind. So, a clear and calm mind. I'm not going to include the detail about the lake because he's really just using that as a metaphor. So that actually isn't like something that's a main idea. That's more of like a detail that's not extremely relevant to the main idea of the text.
So the Hindu spiritual journey is how to get to a clear and calm mind so we are able to connect with the divinity within us.
Okay, so he just kind of like restated what we've already talked about. So I don't need to add anything to my little box of keeping track of the main idea over here. Now I'm ready to move on to my context sentence. So step two is really where I just state the text source or the name of the text, the title. And so I kind of did that right here in my sentence frame where I said, in the video, Hinduism 101, it explains. And so the title of the video I've included right there, Hinduism 101. I could have also said, in text 1, it states, and that would have been fine too. So now I'm ready to do the last step for writing a context sentence, which is just to state the main idea of the text in 1 or 2 or 3 sentences. So I'm just going to combine what I've coded over here in this box to do that. I'm going to say, in the video Hinduism 101, it explains that in order to achieve happiness, people or I'm going to be more specific. Hindus believe that people must remember their inner divinity by having a clear and calm mind. So this right here is my one sentence summary of the text thus far, and it meets the CFS that I've set for context sentences.